Hey you, do you have an idea that you want to see prototyped really fast? Or this amazing thing that could revolutionize a whole industry? But you just don't know how to code yet. Well, in this video, I'm gonna help you rectify that problem with this amazing solution called Vibecoding. Vibecoding is like a gift from the heavens. Oxford Dictionary defines it as a software development that lets us use our natural language to talk with computers. And I find it amazing. I learned it and I was able to make 3 apps out of it in the past 6 months. And the 3 apps had pretty complicated architectures. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can do something like that right in this video. Let's get in. For step 1, open a Notes app and a browser. Split screen however you want it. First, I want you to write the definition of the product in exact terms. What do you mean when you say you want a sleep tracker app? What should that tracker app do? You need to write that down as the definition. And once you write down the definition, you're going to write what you want to use. For example, if I want to code in the Dart language, which helps me develop for phones, iOS and Android at the same time, I'm going to put down Dart and the Flutter framework, because these two together will help me develop for mobile. So first I'm going to put that down. Then I'm going to put down the specific packages, which are like modules you can import from the Dart pubdev packages framework and use in your own projects. You're going to look them up and see which one are helpful to your project. You're going to put them as requirements. And once you're done with that, you're going to instruct the AI or just instruct yourself in simple terms how you're going to use what you want to use to build what you defined. And once you did that, you're going to talk about how you want to solve this problem efficiently. And once you do that, you have this product requirements document. So once you have a product requirements document, then comes the more fun parts or the more methodical and tedious parts of the process, which is you've got to research some stuff and you've got to get documentation of that stuff. For example, I told you that I was going to use Flutter for the sleep tracker app. What should I do now? I should research about Flutter and prepare some documentation about it so that the AI can refer from that and not make any errors at the start. The more powerful the model you're using, the less of documentation you're going to require for any specific purpose. For example, Claude Opus 4.5 would need lesser documentation than a GPT 4.1, obviously. You don't know anything about that yet, but for now, understand this. More documentation, lesser errors. So go look for documentation and bundle them all up, because you're going to need them later. And next, I want you to start prompting the AI with the product requirements document and ask it to generate a minimum viable product. And it's going to ask you what sort of database you want to use. There's Supabase and Firebase prominently. There's also Clerk and stuff. So you got to look into that. And once you're done looking at the solutions you want for each purpose, and once you're clear on all of that, you can prompt the AI for that as well. And once you do that, you're going to have the basic version of your app ready. Now, what you want to do is think of creating a product requirements document, but for every step of the process. For example, you built the whole app as an MVP. Now you're going to design one page of the app as an MVP and focus on that. And you're going to focus on another page, and you're going to weave them all together. And the next thing you've got to do is step 3. Okay, this one is just a bonus and it's a real quickie. And I'm going to tell you this, and it's really important, so listen carefully. Thing is, when you're coding, always take a tutorial of the basics of the coding language you're going to be using with the AI. Because if you understand absolutely no shit inside the coding language you're using the AI with, you're not going to be able to do jack shit when it starts hallucinating. And that's really important, that you are able to pause it when it's hallucinating and look at it and, say go the other way. Yeah. And subscribe. That's also another reason why I took this quick break. Boom. Like this video as well. So lastly, I just want to give you 3 tips And these 3 tips, I want you to carry them in your head very importantly, because they're important. Let me start with tip number 1. Use Control F a lot more, because when AI is at the front seat and it's coding, it's gonna wrap a lot more of your code and try and catch error loops, because we humans don't have that habit. I almost never used try and catch when I was coding myself. It's basically try this or catch this error here and put this message out. So it comes out in the terminal a lot more often, and if you can search for that message inside of your own code, you'll have a less harder of a time trying to debug shit. And tip number 2, if you think coding is actually a lot harder than vibe coding, you are correct, but you are also partially wrong, because while you're debugging without the understanding of a person who's already written the code. And when the AI model starts hallucinating, which I say you have documentation for to prevent it ideally, but it will start hallucinating. And when it does, you need to have the debugging skills to get it out of that loop so that you can inspect the code and know what is wrong with it. You need to learn to read code, not just write it, okay? So once you've learned that, it'll be a lot better too. And that's tip number 2, have debugging skills. And then third is essentially use lesser power AI models with more credit spans. For example, in GitHub Copilot Pro subscriptions, GPT-5 Mini is literally free. It's a 0x credit cost. And Claude Opus 4.5 has a credit cost. So you would think there's a huge difference between GPT-5 Mini and Claude Opus 4.5's outputs. But that is because Claude Opus 4.5 has a bigger data set than GPT-5 Mini. You get where I'm getting at this with, right? So to use GPT-5 Mini a lot better than Claude 4.5, you just need to give it documentation and more clear instructions in the way I taught you before. And in that way, you'll save up a lot more credits and get work done a lot more efficiently. Because Claude 4.5, let's be real, it takes more thinking time as well. So that was it. That was all I had for this video. And if you like this experience that I shared to you from my 6-month coding journey, then this channel is all about that. Me learning shit, me sharing shit with you, and me sharing the journey with you as well. If you're into that, and if you're into building apps and software and just entrepreneurial shit in general, this channel is for you, man. Check it out. Okay, bye. See ya in another video. This is Monster signing off from y'all with a bro fist. Okay, bye. Subscribe, comment, and like the video. Don't forget to hype it if this video is eligible. Bye.